It's just about to get things underway with the coin toss. Here's a look at the lineup. Christian Verns' side, a 3-5-2 really, with Bayer and Kehrer up front. Röhl and Nebel in the attacking midfield roles. The back three of Schmidt, Lawrence and Atimona. And it's the number one, Felix Gebhardt, in goal, the Basel goalkeeper. Between the sticks today for Germany. No way through in their last game against Poland. They'll be keen up at the other end of the pitch to start getting some goals in. They hit the post and they hit the bar. But it was a 0-0 draw on Thursday when they took on Poland in the Miejski Stadium. And this is how Bogdan Lobonc has lined up his Romania side. Hindrich in goal, the back four. In the 4-4-2, it's Dutu, Giaffa, Buta and Grossu at the back. The men up front, Dumitru and Mustața. Giaffa, the number 24, got on the score sheet in Romania's most recent game. Their under-20s beat the Czech Republic 2-1 on Thursday, so it's been a successful international series this October already for Romania, but they are significantly further down the world rankings list than the Germany under-20s. And the team's just pausing for a moment of silence before we get this game underway. The referee and his assistants team just shaking hands in the middle. The Romanian team wearing armbands today. Germany in their all-black kits getting into the huddle. Simon Aster, the captain,